Canterbury, New South Wales, Sydney, it seems, has re-embraced fusion. From Japanese Italian degustation menus to pop-up serving vegan Mexican Japanese food paired with natural wines, the city has accepted its role as a culinary rule breaker and run with it, into sometimes dubious territory. But there are upsides to this madness. One of those is Pazar Food Collective, a neighborhood restaurant in the southwestern suburb of Canterbury, which serves food inspired by both Turkey and Mexico. Pazar not only manages to fit comfortably into the canon of new Australian restaurants, but also gives a glimmer of forward momentum in that genre. The restaurant is on a stretch of Canterbury Road that is home to drab office buildings and car dealerships and a smattering of chain restaurants. From a few paces away, the storefront space looks nondescript, so much so that the vibrancy of the room is somewhat breathtaking as you enter. Inside, people sit in boisterous groups at high tables. At the back of the restaurant, an open kitchen showcases a large, domed wood-burning stove, and the bar looks like a street cart with a colourful awning strung with lights. A striking wall-size black and white photo, by the photographer Jason Thomas Fritz, depicting a young girl at a Day of the Virgin of Guadalupe festival in Tijuana, Mexico, dominates the dining room. On busier nights, the sprawling patio out back opens, resembling a festive, twinkling garden party. Pazar is the amalgamation of the owner Attila Yilmaz's culinary experiences. Raised by his Turkish father, Mr. Yilmaz left a career in law enforcement in 2011 after being diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder. He decided to fulfill a long-standing desire to learn more about Mexico's food, traveling to Los Angeles and Sonora, Mexico. When he returned to Sydney, Mr. Yilmaz opened a food truck serving Sonoran-style charcoal grilled meats, and flour tortillas made in the traditional way with lard. In a city and country with a dearth of quality Mexican cooking, the regionally specific food Mr. Yilmaz cooked was a revelation to many. The following year, the space he used in Canterbury as a garage and prep area slowly morphed into a pop-up restaurant called La Lupita. The concept was a hit, the neighborhood loved it, the city discovered it, and soon people were making the trip to Canterbury to try it. It was so popular that Mr. Yilmaz received a partnership offer from a local businessman to move the restaurant to a central Sydney location. La Lupita relocated to Circular Quay, but the business relationship did not last. Mr. Yilmaz severed ties and returned to Canterbury, where Pazar Food Collective was born in the same space that La Lupita had first found its audience. When Pazar opened, Mr. Yilmaz decided to bring his Turkish heritage into the mix. He installed a wood-burning oven specifically to cook the lamb forequarter that became the restaurant's signature dish, a heaping pile of smoky, juicy lamb meat served with tomato and herb esmit, and a pilaf made from bulgur. At $38, it is the most expensive item on the menu, and could feed a table of 4.